Houston Baptist is a very good football team. They're coming off of a 65-0 victory this past week. Very talented defensively, very, very well coached. You know, their head coach is the ex-defensive coordinator at University of Kansas. He's an outstanding football coach. We got a lot of talent. Their middle linebacker is an outstanding football player. They've got some good pass rushing defensive ends and very athletic in the secondary. You know, offensively, you know, they can really run the football. You know, they rush for over 200 yards against Abilene, rush for over 200 yards against Sam Houston. And their quarterback is a dual threat quarterback, a big physical guy, 6'6", 250. So they are definitely a very talented football team that, you know, in their 2 victories, they put up a ton of points. They started off fast against Sam, started off fast against Abilene Christian, so a very, very talented, very formidable opponent. They're a year older, they're a year more mature, they've been in the weight room a year longer, they understand their coaches' schemes a lot better than they did a year ago. You can tell they're a much more mature football team than what they were a year ago when we played them out here on the Stripes. Also, we'll be traveling to Houston to play them there, and you know, in their home venue, and they say it's a really great home field advantage for them. So, you know, we definitely need to get prepared and have a great week of practice to play against a much more mature physical football team than what we played against a year ago. Mindset is everything, and I know that, you know, that Houston Baptist will be coming into this game with a great mindset. They're coming off of a 65-0 victory, a game where, you know, y'all want to pitch a shutout. Well, then the last time out, they went 4 quarters without allowing a point. And, you know, they got to play a lot of people. They, you know, winning like that heals a lot of wounds. And, you know, they were able to rest some of their top line guys. They were able to get some of their next guys a lot of playing time and a lot of experience. So, you know, whenever you win a game 65-0, as Houston Baptist did, that's a big plus for your football team, and it's a big plus leading into the next week. We've improved a lot on defense. We're playing a lot of new guys over there on defense. You know, there's some guys that you know, that were either transferred in or freshmen or for whatever, they're new and they're still learning the defense. And I think, you know, after Samford, you know, his first game out, and then Oklahoma State, I thought there was a lot of improvement between week 1 and week 2. And I think, you know, with each week that we go, we have seen improvement. We need to keep doing that. You know, your Garrett Sharp is learning the defense. He's able to come in and do a great job. And DJ and Ricky are doing a great job at linebacker. Now Garrett Sharp is learning and doing a great job there at linebacker. The more he plays, the better he's getting. You've got Devin Spurlock at a safety that has started 4 games now, and he's getting better and better and better. Dylan Winfrey's back at corner after being at a strong safety outside backer the year before. He's getting to know that position better and better. Tyler Williams at corner is learning the position and learning the scheme, is getting better and better each week. So there's a lot of guys. You know, James Pope at the outside backer, rush in. Dalvin Simmons, even though he's not a transfer or whatever, he's a second-year guy, getting a lot of playing time, got a lot of snaps the other night. So there's a lot of guys. Ricky Dobbins at nose. Partee was banged up a lot last year, coming off shoulder surgery. He's getting better. So there's a lot of guys that are improving, you know, each day out, and it's showing, you know, in the stats and on the scoreboard. If you can keep your opponent under 100 yards rushing, you're going to have a great chance to be successful. You know, now Houston Baptist has rushed for over 200 in every Southland game. They can really run the football. They've got some outstanding backs, great scheme, their offensive line. Coached by a guy named Drew O'Daniel. That I've known Drew for a lot of years, and he does an outstanding job coaching their offensive line. They've got some big boys up front, and they really come off the ball, and they've got some great backs. So they're a very formidable team running the football.
Talk a little bit about the offense. You know, we're 4 games in now, 2 games into conference, and you know, we've really hit our stride to a certain extent at this point. You know, we've got a lot of things we got to work on and continue to get better with. But one thing I do like is you know, our guys are taking the next man ready available approach. And when I say that, you know, we've had Dr. Teague mentioned Courtney Whitehead came out the first game, and then you got guys, some wide receivers like Jaquez McMillan, Jose Moore, some guys that maybe we weren't counting on to be first-tier guys come out and be more than role players the next few games. Same thing at quarterback. We knew coming into the season Hayden Hildebrand was going to have a large role in our offense. Matter of fact, it was, if you ask me after camp, after spring ball, after camp, going into the first game, it was really 1A and 1B when it came to Taylor and Hayden. And Hayden had an injury early on in the Samford game, and obviously that ended his day there. And then we held him out of the Oklahoma State game, and we knew he was going to play a significant role in the Northwestern game. And then Taylor going down, you never want to see that, especially being a fifth-year senior. Being probably for sure on the offensive side of the ball, kind of the bell cow leader of the group. That hurt us a little bit, but Hayden stepped up and performed, and other guys around him stepped up and performed. First and foremost, the offensive line the last two games in the first two conference games has weighted a lot of the load. When you have an inexperienced quarterback and some inexperience at wide receiver, you've got to lean on those guys where we do have quite a bit of experience, maybe not as much playing experience, but some upperclassmen, some older guys, and they've done a phenomenal job. I think you guys that have been at the games or seen our games on the TV, Dominique Thomas and Blake Beasley are running probably as hard as any running backs have ran in the last 3 or 4 years here. Very excited about the potential and growth of those two guys. Dominique Thomas, I've been here a long time, as been a part of the program for a while now, and Dominique Thomas has the potential to be a great one, and he's going to continue to grow and develop, and I'm excited to see him continue to play well for us, and looking forward to it.
You're born amazing, and at Baptist Health, we want to keep you that way. In fact, that's our mission. To not only provide the most skilled doctors and nurses to heal you from sickness or injury, and comprehensive care to support your recovery, but also to be your guide to health. Also, you can keep on inspiring, keep on reaching, and keep on amazing.
It's been a couple of years since this program has made it to the postseason. You were with them the last time it happened, and as you're going into your final year here, how much would it mean to you to get back to the postseason?
Yeah, I think these past couple seasons we've been like a game or two away.
Yeah.
That just hurts. So this season is going to be real important, especially my last season.
Talk to me a little bit about what you're doing academically, because it's kind of interesting this year, I guess. Most people are winding down, and you've got an interesting scenario this year where you're doing just an internship, right, this final year?
Yeah, I'm doing an internship at United Way, and I'm loving it up there. But, that's all I do pretty much, so I can just focus on football the rest of the day.
Yeah. What's it like having your head coach as your position coach?
Oh, I love it. It's one of the best things. I hate those coaches that just walk around practice and just looking at people. He's intense the whole practice, and I love it.
But he doesn't headbutt you guys. Say that for the defensive side.
He doesn't headbutt us.
Yes, okay. Well, the head coach, I don't want you headbutting anymore.
No, I'm too old. I'm too old that I get a concussion.
What have you seen from your offensive line and the way they've gelled here the last couple of weeks?
These guys really stuck together when, week one, I didn't think, I thought the offensive line did some good things against Samford. I know it doesn't show up in the stats, and that's probably not the popular thing to say, but I thought these guys played extremely hard against Samford. Oklahoma State, I thought they played hard. I thought Oklahoma State had a heck of a defensive line, and we just weren't there yet overall, and not saying that we're there now, but I do know that we played really well last week and played really well this week, and I like the way that they're gelling. I like the way that they hadn't flinched. They've gone out to work every day and gotten better. Win, lose, draw, with great senior leaders like Alex and that group, they have pushed to get better every day.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Last year, you had a heck of a game against Houston Baptist, and I got to think you're looking forward to getting back there and having an opportunity to continue that this year against them on the road.
Yes, sir. I like guard. I'd rather guard like a bigger receiver than a small, quick receiver, so it'll make it easier on my part.
Okay, so what's the advantage there? What do you have with a big receiver that you don't get from a smaller guy?
4'5", like at the line, I can be patient and not worried about getting outran or anything like that.
Okay. How about this last week? Obviously, good to get a win at home, and you guys have had two pretty dominating victories against Northwestern State, and now this last week against Abilene Christian. What were your memories of last year? What did you learn, and what did you take into the game this year against a team that you guys came in expecting to throw it a lot?
Well, we started off slow last year, and this year we just preached on coming out fast and stopping them on defense. And they was praising that number 82, and my job was to stop them, and I tried my best at that.
Yeah. How much do you take those battles personally?
I take them real personally.
Yeah.
I don't like to hear about receivers before a game. So.
Yeah. Do you get receivers talking to you a lot or not?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
A lot.
And do you talk back, or do you usually are you an action guy, not so much of a talker?
I won't talk too much. Save my breath.
Yeah.
I want to get tired out there. So.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. Now, you're a guy that was an accomplished quarterback in high school, right? In addition to playing defensive back, player of the year, I understand, at quarterback.
Yes, sir.
How much of an advantage is that, do you feel like, as a defensive back, knowing what a quarterback thinks about?
Well, it helps a lot at coming from corner. So I can use like a lot of stuff I used from high school.
Yeah. You bait?
Yeah, I bait a lot.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to, but I think it helps me out.
Yeah. Okay. So, Coach, I would ask, I mean, hopefully it never gets to this point, but how far down the depth chart would we have to go with injury to get to Trey at quarterback?
Well, that is to be.
I mean, you're using defensive linemen in the backfield. I figure what the heck, we give them a crack at some point.
I know it. That's a good idea, and don't think we hadn't thought of that, and don't think Trey hadn't come up and reminded us, Coach. I was a great high school quarterback, which we know that, but and that may be something we do in the future. Trey's a great athlete, and he, you didn't see him play defensive back in high school. It was quarterback, and he was running all over, doing a lot of the things that. Displaying a lot of the abilities that you need to be a corner with hips and speed and change of direction and just overall athleticism. So, he's a great athlete.
McElroy takes the snap, drops back into the pocket. He's flushed out and runs left. He's looking. Oh, he's got Nelson across the middle. Nelson gets the block. Burst through the secondary. Are you kidding me? Down the sideline he goes to the 10-5 touchdown!
We're proud to be the official chicken of sports fans. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
And good afternoon from Husky Stadium in Houston, Texas, where this afternoon your Central Arkansas Bears will try to run their record to 3-0 in Southland Conference play as they go up against the Houston Baptist Huskies, who are searching for win number 1 in the Southland Conference this season. And this is a team, Justin, searching for a signature win, a new program. And as early as the Bears can put this team to rest today, I think it'd be better for us and the coaches.
Yeah, no question about that, Sully. And again, I mean, this is a team that's actually gone off to a couple of pretty good starts so far this year. But could not sustain it and have really been blown out by their only legitimate competition this season. They played a couple of different schools that really aren't under any NCAA division. And, again, it's really hard to get a good feel for what this team is about because, again, Bethany, a team out of Kansas, they beat 51-7. The College of Faith, which is in West Memphis, is not really a legitimate NCAA institution.
Well, Southland Conference isn't even allowing the stats from that game to be recorded.
Well, again, I mean, they basically, bought themselves a couple of victories. Not that there's anything wrong with that for a team in its second year in the FCS, but again, you look at the teams that they played in the FCS. Northern Colorado 34-10, Abilene Christian 49-21, and at Sam Houston 63-14 in that game. They gave up over 700 yards of offense to Sam Houston. So, again, when they have faced legitimate Southland competition, it's been a tough slog for these guys.
A unique setting here in Houston. As we look across the way on the UCA side, maybe about 50 feet from the UCA sideline, there's a CVS drugstore.
Well, if you need snacks at halftime, we can run over there and get them. I guess we could send Monty since he's not going to be hearing from him, apparently.
It's on, baby! I ain't trying to play. It's on, baby! It's on, baby! Oh, my God! It's on, baby! You already snuck 5 over here, you heard me? It's on, baby! Yeah! It's on, baby! 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 Burn up! Burn up! Hey. Burn
Pistol formation on first down. Quick toss right side. Catch is made. Jose Moore up the sideline. 40, 44. Douks with great blocking. Pistol formation. They fake it to Cox. Hildebrand wants to throw. Looking. Launches a sideline wide open. Jatavius Wilson the catch at the 30, the 25. Little juke at the 20. 15. Turned him inside out. And he's finally pulled down at the 11-yard line. A huge gain for the Bears. Gardner races across the formation in motion. Hildebrand wants to throw, has time, rolling to his right. Hayden looking, pointing, looking, throws, corner, touchdown! Dominique Thomas was all alone. He was out there so calm, pointing with his left hand, and then all of a sudden delivers to a wide open Dominique Thomas.
That was actually a slow recognition. Dominique Thomas was open immediately, and Hildebrand was looking back inside, then he came back outside and found Thomas, but Thomas was open from the very get-go.
They empty the backfield. 5 receivers in the formation, 2nd and 9. He looks right, looks left, and down he goes back at the 7. Floyd, Simmons, and Woodard all arrived. That was a coverage sack. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. 3rd and 5 at the UCA 39. Staver to throw, has time. Now the pressure's coming. Rolls to his right, in trouble, and driven to the turf at midfield. Leading the way defensively was Dalvin Simmons. In time is Christian Guzman. Kick is in the air. It's a high, short kick. Cox looks it in, makes the catch. He's going to run 10, 15, across the 20. Brandon, outside 30, 35.
Gone.
He could go all the way. Midfield, 45. He's got 4 blockers with him. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, UCA. Brandon Cox, I don't know what the official yards, around 90, 92 yards. Goes all the way for the score, and he had an escort of how many? 3 or 4 Bears.
I never saw a punt return set up that was so obviously going to be a touchdown so early on, Sully. And like you said, he had an entire group around him. Jose Moore was out there with him. Had a bunch of
Pope.
Yeah, had a bunch of Bears out in front.
Staver goes under center, turns, hands off, trying to turn the corner. Peters, forget it. Bears converge, dumping for a loss. Blitz position as Tremon Smith moves up. Pitch right side. Peters is hit immediately by Chambers. Chambers for a loss of 2. 2 hands extended, ready to accept the snap. He does. He's going to throw it over the middle. Complete at the 32, 25-yard line. Jaquez McMillan inside the 10. Oh, it checks Desmond Smith inside the 3-yard line. What a play over the middle. And how about Smith kind of slow playing it over the middle of the field. Pistol formation. Thomas running left and running into the end zone. Untouched. Touchdown. UCA. A little point to the sky, and the Bears are on the board again. 19-0 with 12:18 to play here in the first half. So wild Husky formation, and they get stonewalled. A loss of 1, and it was Ricky Dobbins. Dobbins and Tolliver. Staver wants to throw, steps back, pressures on, and down he goes.
Boy,
Simmons was
again.
there again.
Yeah.
Dalvin Simmons, and down at the bottom of the pile was Jordan Tolliver. Duncan will hold. Ball is down. Kick sailing through the air is going to hit at the goal line. No good. Way short.
Kick is partially blocked. No good.
Bears have it 1st and 10 on their own 29. Alec Willis will snap it. Dominique Thomas running left. Has a hole. Across the 25, 35, all the way out to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Hildebrand, short toss left side. Catch is made by McMillan. Races for the 1st down and goes out of bounds. Pistol formation. Quick toss left side. Catch is made by McMillan. Spins away from a defender up the sideline. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 20. They hand it to Beasley, turning the corner. Great block on the edge across the 10. Pulling a defender down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal on the 6. Bears trying to add to their lead. Hildebrand rolling left, looking. Quick pass out to Beasley in the flat. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and reaches into the end zone. Touchdown, UCA. How about those fancy feet from Blake Beasley? 1st and 10 from the 36. Peters hit in the backfield. What a great play by George Odom. Fought off a blocker and then knocked him off his feet. It's a loss of 3. On 2nd and 13, Staver to throw. Here comes Woodard, and down he goes. Woodard wrapping him up back at the 27. It was a race to Staver, and Woodard got there first. It's a loss of 6, and it'll bring up 3rd and long. This time they give to Thomas, running left across the 30, the 35, still on his feet, 40, trying to break another tackle out to the 45. Quick toss, left side, catches made. Jose Moore races up the sideline, 30, 25, and out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A play fake. He's looking, screens it out to Thomas, lots of room, 35, 30, needs a block, 20, 15. Look at Desmond Smith working on the block downfield. Shotgun formation. Hildebrand. Quick toss right side. Jatavius Wilson needs a block. 25. Sprints inside the 20. Still on his feet. 15. All the way down to the 12. Shotgun formation. Wilson races across the formation. Lines up right side. Quick drop. Hildebrand in the flat. Wide open. Touchdown Blake Beasley. Wide open. What a play call. Beasley broke free in the flat. Was never touched.
What a great job, too. And Hildebrand had to get that out quick. They were bringing heat off the right side, his blind side there, and he was able to get the ball out quickly. Did a nice job, put a man in motion, and recognized the man-to-man defense they were playing in the backfield. Nobody accounted for the running back, so it's an easy throw and catch to Beasley.
Steps up, still looking, throws sideline, picked off on the sideline. What a nice play on the sideline by Tremon Smith. Hey, you called it earlier in the game.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you like to see, breaking on the football.
How about that? Well, he's been victimized all day, and this time he gets the better of
Look at the
Staver.
reception on the Bears sideline there. Staver goes under center, turns and hands off. Oh, DJ Holland in the backfield, nailed him. Nailed him back at the 2. His first carry of the game, 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Staver looking right, rolling right, pressure's on, and he's nailed back at the 19 by Floyd. It's a loss of 12. Staver, short drop, looks, lobs the corner of the end zone. Good coverage, battle. They both come down, it's intercepted. Intercepted, winning the battle for the ball was Tyler Williams. He took it away from the receiver. This may be challenged.
Wow. I did not think he had a chance at that one, but that's a 50-50 ball.
He took it away from him.
It sure
Who
did.
comes down with the ball?
And he did. That's the best position he's had on one of those jump balls yet today, Sully.
That was a battle. Hildebrand wants to throw again. Guns it over the middle. Almost. It was picked off. Picked off at the 35. The 30 now stolen away by the Bears. It's Dominique Thomas going the other way. The 33-yard line. 2 turnovers on 1 play. What an athletic play by the linebacker. When you throw over the middle, he tipped it, intercepted, then he was stripped by Dominique Thomas. He's going to throw it outside to Desmond Smith. Breaks a tackle off the sideline. 35-30. Breaks another tackle down to the 24. What a great block by Weimer at the point of contact. The pistol formation with Warren set behind him. Play fake. Holds it as hip. Pumps. Guns it over the middle of the end zone. Touchdown UCA. Did the ball? Did he hold on to it? Yes, he did. And they are mobbing the big guy in the end zone. It's Roman Gordon with the catch. How about that? Touchdown UCA. I had a hard time identifying because his teammates were so happy they mobbed him in the end zone.
Well, that was a heck of a throw by Hayden Hildebrand, too, to squeeze it in there, Sully. I mean, that was not an easy throw and catch, and he was very well defended.
What a catch by Gordon. I formation. Turns and hands it off. Uh-oh. Big trouble. And the Bears are there to cream him in the backfield.
Yeah, it's another negative play.
They hand off left side. Bears are there. Big hit from the safety spot. Whoa. 3rd and 8. Baugh spins to his left. Looking. Short pass. Weimer has it. Weimer. First down UCA. Yeah, Spencer holding. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Jace Denker. Snap is back to Dawson. Stands in the pocket. He's going for it all. Deep ball. This could be picked off. Yes, it is in the end zone. Martavis Moore wants to come out and go 104 yards. He's across the 10, the 15. Go Martavis. This could be it. 25, 30, 40, 45. He's undercut at the 48. His 104-yard run came to an end at the 48.
But you know what? 3rd interception of the game. What a job of that defense. You know, they gave up some big chunk plays, but for the most part,
they made big plays.
They did. That's exactly right. They did allow over 300 yards passing, but -9 rushing today. They got to be awfully proud about that, and they were very focused on stopping that run coming in. And I would say, I mean, I'm no genius, but I'd say that's doing the job. You're holding a -9 yards rushing. Are you kidding me? Bears roll to victory tonight. 43-7 over the Huskies of Houston Baptist.
Hey, those guys have rushed for 200 against Sam, rushed for 200 against Abilene. I think we held them to minus, what was it? It was -9. Hey! -9 yards. Their longest run of the day was a fake punt by the punter. That was their longest run of the day. You take that out, they minus a bunt. Offense, hey, very good job. I know in the first half we didn't punt but once. In the second half, I don't think we punted. How many times we punt, Matt?
One. We punted 2 times.
Punted 2 times in the whole game. Good job there.
Good
job. Hey! Hey! Well, we got a big one. We need to enjoy this one on the way home. Y'all know we got a big one next week, right?
Get out your bed.
Hey, focus and intensity. All that stuff, focus, intensity, all that needs to ramp up. Let's have a great week. Have a great week of practice. Let's go get after them guys. Let's count them out. What we wound up with? 43. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey!
AT&T presents the strongest of the strong.
Okay, guys, let's see who can write the strongest tweet to show your school pride. Go.
I have people who tweet for me. Excellent tweet, Roderick.
Thank you, sir.
Hit me with the smell good.
Strong assistant.
Who's strong enough to watch the college football playoff with Bo? Get stronger with AT&T, the network with the nation's strongest 4G LTE signal.
And no McNeese game last year, but the last time you played him was here on the Stripes, and it did not go well. It was one of those games where about everything that could go wrong went wrong. It was kind of caught us all by surprise. I think it was maybe 59-28, something about that. But, again, there's so much on the line this year, but, again, you get the added level of little payback maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's fresh fresh at the beginning of my mind. If I'm not mistaken, they gave us our first loss on the Stripes. So I know everyone that was here, everybody remembers, and that's in the front of our heads, and that's what we're going to go and practice thinking about.
I know in talking to you before the show, you got a lot of respect for what McNeese does. I mean, this is a team that you know is going to always come ready, especially from an offensive line standpoint. Talk to me about what they do and how they do things that makes it tough for you guys.
Well, when you want to talk about one of the greatest offensive linemen in our conference, you always think of McNeese first. First off, a team, period. They're real big up front and real physical, and that's what they're known for.
They've also got a guy who is their leading rusher, who's also their quarterback. What kind of challenge does that present for you?
Oh, he can scoot. I don't feel like we've really had a quarterback this year. We've seen a quarterback that can run as good as him and toss the ball around also.
So what does that do? I mean, what kinds of challenges does that present for you?
Well, as long as we're sitting on quarterback and making the tackles, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Defensively, what are you most concerned about going up against the Cowboys this week?
You know, the deal is they're very good against statistically they're number one defense in the league as far as they're only giving up 200-something yards a game.
Yeah.
People have really struggled running the football on them, but then the people that have just started dropping back and throwing it every snap, they're getting sacked. So you got to pound it in there, and you got to be able to run the football in order to create some balance. And they got good players. So we take we give them a lot of respect, but we're going to do what we do. We're going to do what we do. And I think our defense is pretty good. I think our defense is pretty good, and I like the way we run the football. It's going to be, it's us against them, and let's see who's got. Let's see where we're at.
And hopefully it's going to be raucous out on Bruce Street before, and we get the fans inside the stadium too.
That's
I know
right.
Sometimes they like to watch from out there.
Yeah, we need everybody in Estes Stadium, and we need the Stripes to be rocking on Saturday. We need to definitely set a loud tempo and make it very uncomfortable for the Cowboys when they come to town on Saturday.